zone, every line is on the brink. I sift through broken logic, terrified to blink. Each error's like a dagger, stabbing through the screen. The meltdown's creeping closer, am I trapped in this routine? I pace the room, internal voices in debate, questioning my every move, I can't afford mistakes. The code's a labyrinth, I'm stumbling through the haze, searching for a reason, praying for some saving grace. The tension in my chest keeps tightening like a vice. I cannot run the panic, can't ignore the sacrifice. I'm pinned against the deadline, it's whispering my name. A shadow looming over me, amplifying all the shame. I need release from this chaos in my mind. A shout erupts from deep within, no mercy left to find. My senses overload, the frustration never quits. I'm teetering on the edge, surrender or resist. Line by line, I chase a phantom bug I can't contain. Cursed loops and dreaded logs are fueling all my pain. Twitching my fingers, no solution in sight. I'm running on adrenaline, locked in an endless fight. Reboot after reboot, errors flooding red. I can't silence the cynic living rent-free in my head. Desperation in the keys, I'm beating on the desk, determined to emerge victorious from this test. I can't believe I'm here again, on the brink of another breakdown. I wonder if it's all worth it, if I'll ever wear the crown. Still, something in me refuses to give in. There must be a resolution somewhere in this code I'm in. I need release from this chaos in my mind. A shout erupts from deep within, no mercy left to find. My senses overload, the frustration never quits. I'm teetering on the edge, surrender or resist. I won't let the meltdown own me, even though it's fierce. I'll tear through every obstacle, cut through every fear. Cause once the fix appears, I'll feel the chains unwind. I'll emerge from the darkness, clarity redefined. I need release from this chaos in my mind. A scream that breaks the tension, no regrets left behind. I'll fight through every line, till the path is in my sight. And when I conquer this beast, at last I'll breathe tonight. No more illusions, no more spiraling inside. The fix is found and I'm finally alive.
Hello? Hey, Trench. Saw your destructible building. Looked pretty good. We don't have a webcam for some reason. Let's see if we can resolve that real quick. There we go. First to type, but not first in the channel. Typed in your head. It's been a couple days. I think last time we were just kind of like going off on a building tangent. With this guy. How do you take a screenshot of typing in your head? Hey, Trench. They're all driving black vehicles and no colors on them. You know, I don't even think I noticed the colors of the vehicles. Why did that light start out so dim and then like get so bright? I just have no light up here at all.
We're dancing on stream, pure endorphin fix. In this bright pop punk tune, we can't resist. Hey, confetti's raining.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious if there's a way to like simulate sunlight. I guess do the opposite of, instead of trying to make a section of the map dark, make a section of the map light.
Confetti's raining down with every brand new sub. The chat is wild and rowdy, and I'm soaking up the love. This pop punk joy keeps the vibe so bright. Streaming in the sunshine, living that Twitch life. We raise our hands high, ride the hype train.
I feel like this height and this width aren't doing anything.
Lines of code are stacking, deadlines closing in. Heartbeat syncs with the clock, feeling all the spin. Errors flashing warnings, every second counts. Pressure mounting higher, no room for any doubts.
Thinking every change, fearing what's to come. Hope and fear collide.
Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot with like special lighting anywhere.
Or will it all collapse? Holding breath, eyes wide, avoiding any traps.
We're racing against time. Midnight merge tonight. Every line must align. Keep the vision in sight. Feel the urgency rise. Don't let it tear us apart. Together we stand strong with one unified heart.
Is there a way to make only certain guns destroy target cubes? I don't think so.
Merging all the fragments, lightening the load.
See, this wouldn't be too bad if I could get rid of the brightness up on top there. There should be pretty dim lighting down here. And that really needs to be dimmer, but this is kind of a nice ambiance here. Than this being upstairs being brighter.
Against time, midnight march tonight. Every line must align. Keep the vision in sight. Feel the urgency rise. Don't let it tear us
Yeah, so the problem with trying to do certain guns
apart. Heart.
is I'm pretty sure when you get a target,
Push through the limits, break down every wall, rise above the chaos, hear the victory call.
yeah, you don't even, like, you only get an event when it's hit. You don't even know who hit it.
Triumph in the darkness, keeping us on track. We're racing against time. Midnight merge tonight. Every line must align. Keep the vision in sight. Feel the urgency.
So you don't really know any information about who hit the target.
Together we stand strong with one unified heart.
Um,
Dawn breaks the night.
There is a node on player weapon shot node. So this, you would be able to tell what was hit and who hit it. I don't know if there's a way to even know what weapon a player has equipped or what weapon was shot. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to do something where, like, based off the amount of damage it did, you could maybe figure out to some extent what weapon was used, but I don't think that would be super accurate. Yeah, I don't think that would be too easy of a thing to do. But I really don't know. I don't know what the plan is for today. I don't know what I'm working on. I need to work on Aether Ridge some more. It's one of the things I need to do. I'm kind of... Yeah, I know what quests I want to do. Sort of. I haven't quite figured out how I want to manage the quests yet. I haven't quite figured out how I want to manage inventory yet either. Because you do need to collect things. And I would really like to have... I would really like to just use the gameplay items, to be honest. Since that already works as an inventory. But, I'm pretty sure the gameplay items don't work on single player test. I think I was trying to work around that here and kind of do my own inventory system. So I want something that's, you know, I don't have to rebuild every time there's a new type of inventory item. I just want to be able to add stuff to the inventory, check how many you have, and remove things. I think right now the only thing on here that does that is when you come down here, collect some minerals or ore. I think there's a handful of things in here where you'll need to collect items. If I remember correctly, I think I did sort of get the inventory thing to work, but maybe not completely.
Lines of code reflect the state inside my head.
I'm just gonna run through and see where we were at real quick.
Thoughts have fled. Reorganizing systems, both digital and real. Seeking harmony and clarity in how I feel. Breaking down the barriers, cleaning up the mess. Refactoring every part, striving for success. Patterns emerging from the chaos, finding my own way. Turning over a new leaf with each passing day. Refactor my mind, redefine who I am. Rebuild my habits, let the old ways disband. Coping with the struggles, finding strength inside. Renewed and revitalized, let my spirit rise. Optimizing pathways, streamlining my flow. Clearing out the clutter, letting
I think last time I checked here, I can come down here and get the rock. I don't think the quest recognizes that you did though. Let's see, we get the little thing on the left there, rocks added to inventory. But I don't think the logic for actually storing it in the inventory is working right. I think just the notifications working.
Caffeine buzzing in my veins, lines of code are flickering, I'm losing track of my brain. Forgot a semicolon, now the program goes insane. But I'm loaded on adrenaline.
So I don't know if I want to go down that route of making my own inventory or just wait for the gameplay items to be fixed. I think the gameplay items would work fine as a custom inventory. Where this? Okay, yeah, that's the cubes. The icon looked different, so I wasn't sure. Gameplay. Ward gameplay item, check gameplay item, consume gameplay item. So yeah, I can award them, I can consume them, and I can check how many you have. Curious. What is that? It says I can set a gameplay ID. But I guess it's just from another gameplay item.
Inherited chaos, tangled in my mind. Old projects left behind, shadows I can't find. Every line of memory, every
So I guess what I'm thinking,
struggling with the past, wondering who we are.
I think this probably won't be a task I do anytime soon. But like, could I create a visual inventory?
Trying to break free, searching for the light. Can
Which I'm pretty sure I could.
let the old ways go? Or am I bound by legacy, moving too slow? Legacy code, legacy self, haunted
With gameplay items.
shelves, fighting through the shadows, seeking clarity, breaking chains of yesterday, finding me.
I still don't think gameplay items work.
Lines of spaghetti, tangled with my doubts. Every fix a battle, every step about.
So I guess before I dive too much in anything, let's retest the gameplay items.
In the silence of the night, I face my fears, letting go of burden, shedding all the tears. Legacy doesn't define me. I rise above, embracing new beginnings, guided by self-love. In the silence of the night, I face my fears, letting go of burden, shedding all the tears. Legacy doesn't define me. I rise above, embracing new beginnings, guided by self-love.
Do something like this.
Rising from the ashes, answering the calls. We break the legacy, redefine our path.
Pick up item.
Past the shadows, escaping aftermath. Legacy code, legacy self. No longer bound by remnants of the past self. Fighting
I'm not gonna really put anything on it. I just board gameplay item. Can need a player ID, so get player ID.
Late nights in the office, shadows on my mind. Lines of code like burdens, expectations.
Award the gameplay item.
Commit a judgment, every push a test. Balancing the chaos, striving for my best.
And then we'll do a log. Success. Fail. Success. Fail. This is gonna be... Doesn't matter what it is.
Roaring through the pressure, breaking every chain.
So as usual, the AR text isn't working.
Every move a stake, guiding through the
But you see, I don't get a success or fail log.
stakes, internally pressing. Doubts I can't erase, but I rise above it all, find my own pace.
In the silence of the night,
I do a multiplayer test.
within, through the trials and the fears, let the healing begin. Together we can face the shadows, break the chains apart. With every step we take, we mend our weary heart.
We stand strong in the storm, never losing sight. Through the shadows and the chaos we ignite. Holding steady in the whirlwind, hearts remain.
Takes significantly longer for it to spin up a server for the multiplayer test. I can see it log success here. So it works in the multiplayer test. It doesn't work in the single player test. And that simple fact that it takes so much longer to spawn into a multiplayer test than a single player test is enough to make me not want to use them.
Challenge answering the call.
We conquer every shadow, rise above.
Now what's interesting is it doesn't log either of these. So is it like failing to get a player ID? Is this what the issue is in general? Failed to get player ID. Do you not have a player ID in single player test?
Roaring through the pressure, breaking every chain. Shadows fade away, we shine our light.
That log's not happening. None of the logs are happening in single player, which is interesting. I go here, got player ID.
Battered laptops shoved in backpacks, lunch breaks on the run. Sneaking into the computer lab, our code battles just for fun. Keyboards clacking in a rhythm, jokes scrawled on the walls. We're chasing tiny breakthroughs down these echoing high school halls. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams.
Yeah, no, it gets the player ID just fine.
Remember silly
But the award gameplay item no just doesn't work.
though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast. We'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Random bits of brilliance in the middle of the night. Huddled round a single screen, we're glowing in its light. From
Which is
fails to genius hacks,
mildly frustrating.
never ends. This high school coding club became our secret band of friends. We're like diaries, forging our own way. Rewinding lines and errors, we'll fix them all someday. And in each silly prank, there's a spark that keeps us strong. A faith that we can build the world we've dreamed of all along. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams unbreakable at heart. Remember silly pranks and glitches shining like our art. Though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast, we'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our souls. Laptops, the laughter, the stories we told. Every snippet of code still glimmers in our mind. A testament to how we never left that spark behind. Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our souls. The battered laptops, the laughter, the stories we told.
I didn't realize that I have an overlap like that back there either. That's not super important. So if we can't use gameplay items, I guess the question is, we wait for them to fix gameplay items, or do we just build our own inventory? Yeah, that's the problem. So how long would we be waiting? But we would also be putting a lot of time into building an inventory system that is pretty much needs to be rewritten when they do fix gameplay items. So I don't know. It's definitely a tough call here. brick wall seems like if you move it, it falls over when you start. Build it where it's gonna sit forever. That probably makes sense. For the pieces that are affected by physics, if you try to move them, they're gonna keep that physics. But I mean, how often are you moving a brick wall?
Codes unraveling, I'm caught in the debris. Night after night, it's a war inside of me. But somewhere in this wreckage, the dream still shines. I'll keep forging forward, I won't leave it behind. I'm rising from the broken blueprint, stepping through the pain. Each glitch that felt like failure now guides me to reclaim. In the fire of every meltdown, a spark refused to die. When the final piece snaps into place, I lift my spirit high. Memory leaks and phantom bugs, they taunt me in the night. I question my devotion, am I losing sight? Yet something in me won't surrender, though the code might fray. I'm building worlds from fragments I can't turn away. Keep breathing through the errors, there's promise in this fight. Our broken prototypes can still birth something bright. A masterpiece lies hidden.
Yeah, that is
Stitched in lines you wrote. Don't let the dust drown out your love. It's time to
strange that I couldn't publish.
from the broken.
Couldn't take a screenshot and just publish this. I had to change something else on it.
Each glitch that felt like failure now guides me to reclaim. In the fire of every meltdown, a spark refused to die. When the final piece snaps into place, I lift my spirit high. I wrestle with the code, illusions of defeat. But hope is coded into every line. Our strength will not retreat. We'll push
Why?
failures beyond the severed ties. Together we'll unravel
I feel like this is gonna crash my game. Version 6 was the most recent version. Why did I have version 5 loaded in here when this is where I'm building the versions from?
now guides me to reclaim. In the fire of every meltdown, a spark refused to die. When the final piece snaps into place, I lift
What's all this?
found a missing puzzle piece. The cracks begin to heal.
Okay, this was my start of trying to do an inventory system at some point. That didn't work.
Static pulses in my headphones, the camera's set to roll. I feel the weight of all these usernames, I'm losing self-control.
But
With since the grind, I'm fighting off the fear. They show up for the show, but do I deserve them here?
earlier you broke your arc. Don't know what you did with the logic, but it would not let you spawn in the playtest mode. You had to open a previous version to test things. That's interesting.
My voice might crack, my thoughts might fade. Still I cling to the screen, I can't turn away.
Let's check out this art. I don't think I've played it yet. Kind of not sure what I want to work on, so we're gonna go check out this arc real quick.
I'm caught in Check 1, 2. The chat blows up, spilling secrets. I'm addicted to the rush. A flood of hearts on the screen, but it's never enough. Spikes in adrenaline, then I feel the crash rough. Am I just a puppet for the cheers and the hype? Holding on to every follower like it's saving my life.
I guess I should pay attention to the road and not the city. Somehow you broke the boost in your arc, but it fixed itself. Yeah, we're gonna first play the track, and then we'll explore the city. I was hoping I could actually take out the light posts. I know they mentioned wanting to put extra mini games in here. I guess are they going to just make the arc not a pure racing arc and kind of like Bubble Island, where you can start a race, but it's not a pure racing arc? Your connection is being a bummer due to the freezing rain. That's no good. I feel like I skipped a bunch of that last lap by respawning. Oh, I almost went a whole lap without crashing. I ruined it right at the very end. Let's go back in there. All I have to do is follow the road. I was going for some high scores there. Look, the best lap time in the screenshot here at least is 1:13. I was at 1:25 on that last lap. Alright, this time we're gonna check out the actual city and not the race. We're gonna fight with the card camera the whole time. Am I allowed to go off-road in here? Nice, I can. Get a nice lighthouse out here. And what looks like the end of the map. We're going to try not to fly off the end of the map there. Some nice little warehouses. One, two, three, four, four, four. I'm guessing there's just not a 5 and a 6 asset, but did they make that logo or is that in the game? I see that, like, it's kind of there too, but it's behind the other building, so I don't know if that's just part of the asset. Yeah, it definitely looks nice. They spent a lot of time putting a lot of buildings in place. They did leave a lot of open areas because they're probably assuming you're just never going to see it. But I also imagine if they're going to go the route where you can explore the world, they're going to have to fill that in eventually. I'd get up onto that somehow. Not driving like that, we can't. I don't want to go too far and run off the map over on that side. Yeah, I can't get out of my vehicle. Like they're going for some kind of beach over here. Do all of these have little things in them I can't get back through? There's actually people here. This camera's killing me, how much I gotta keep fighting just to look at things. I thought there was a way to drive into this parking garage asset. Yeah, actually it's right there. Just can't get to it because he's got this thing here. Yeah, I think cities are harder. I don't know if I'd say they're harder. I think a lot more thought has to go into a city. It takes a lot more for a city to make sense. Like if you're doing nature, you can just put random stuff and that's just normal. That's the way nature is. You'll find just random stuff sometimes. But if you're doing a city, you can't just like... Everything's got to have like a reason, like it was planned out. I think they did a pretty good job. It looks pretty good. They didn't put anything to stop you from falling if you fall off the map though. falling into the sun? What the?
We're shouting out the lines, half delirious, half inspired. Pizza boxes keep the stories from being retired. Every scribble gets a chord, every chord gets a cheer. We're unstoppable tonight. Who needs sleep here?
I don't know what's going on here.
We're writing legends with greasy pen strokes, tearing through power chords, fueled by silly jokes. This late night mania is all that we need. Our digital destiny, pop punk guarantee. Laugh at all the chaos and the anthems we've devised. When this caffeine crash comes, we'll dream the surprise.
As the sun's going down. I guess I was just driving right into the sun, wasn't I? Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. I meant to do that. That was on purpose. Not the biggest race person, so I don't know much. I can't say much about the track itself. I mean, I was able to make it through it, so it wasn't too difficult. We broke out of my map, was heading into the sun as well. Got your character was in game, she's still in space.
Facing down the doubts, proving I belong. Each successful run a testament to my fight, turning sleepless nights into radiant light.
Yeah, that would be an interesting
Found my strength through every hurdle faced. I went
like an interesting cinematic type thing for transitioning between arcs. So I know I've done some cinematics that transition to another arc, and I know Thifa did a similar thing with the spaceship launching and landing. You could just like fix a character into a spaceship looking out a window or something, prevent their movement, launch them up into space, and then transition them into another arc. So they could like see the world going away, but then you'd kind of get this weird view of what the map actually looks like from above. So then you'd have to put a lot of work into making sure that it looks good even when you fly that high up.
celebrating every victory, marking our time. Finally, it compiles everything alive.
I think somebody's playing Lethal Company.
Crossing all lines from the depths of struggle to the heights of dreams.
What is this? Is this just a place?
It seems
It says it's a shooter.
we've built our dreams. Now they come alive. With every line perfected, we continue to
Also, just a heads up, I think we may end up just ending the stream a bit early today. I'm just not sure what I want to work on right now. I should have put a little more thought into that before stream time came. But we'll just check out a couple arcs here. See what other people are working on.
We built our dreams. Now they come alive. With every line perfected, we continue to thrive.
Quick rundown on gates. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I remember this map. Yeah, I've seen them play this before. On the, I think the Feedback Friday. Yeah, let's do that real quick for you, Trench. And then we'll wrap things up after that, I think.
Casting haunted light in code we groove, seeking bugs to fight. Eyes red raw, but the vision's tight.
So, I guess for your use case, oh, my keyboard is about to die. Give me 1 second here to find my, where is, oh. There we go. Just had to plug my keyboard in so it could charge. So we'll just take, yeah, we'll do something simple like what you just said. Let's find, I know, right? I say recently, but like a year or so ago, I switched all my peripherals to wireless. So wireless headset, wireless keyboard, wireless mouse. I was always kind of against wireless stuff for the longest time. But now, I mean, I love it. I just love how it keeps all the wires off my desk. Everything just stays fairly clean. So let's do this. We're gonna just move this like so. We'll tell this on activate to start that. Make sure this is closed to begin with and this is closed to begin with for both gates. This gate will activate this gate. This gate will activate the move on this block. And then if I get a target, and I just do on destroy, oh, I want a sequence node because I got to make sure that they go off in the right order. On destroy, open the gate, activate. And then here, on destroy, open gate, activate. So both of them are activating this gate, but this one opens this gate, this one opens that gate. So just like that, let me go grab my player spawn guy. And then if I destroy that, nothing happens. If I destroy that, block goes up. Then just to make sure it works the other way around, If I destroy this one first, nothing happens, but I destroy this one, and the cube goes up. So it's very simple of what's happening, but basically everything just, the flow is just this gate to this gate to the action that you want, and just have each action open its respective gate. You could put however many gates in the chain as you want. You just have to make sure they're always starting from the beginning and checking all the way through. And when all the gates are open, your action will finally go through. But yeah, the sequence nodes are important, because if you open it and trigger it at the same time, there's a chance that it's being triggered before the open actually happened.
I'm caught between two worlds, haunted by their demands. Reaching out for balance with trembling, tired hands. If I can find them,
I must have a Luigi stalking me in here, because he just pinged me on Discord. I'm gonna take a look at what he's got here. Wages. Wingstop.
spent so many hours on these loops, I can't recall the sun. Days blur into late night coding, never sure if I've won. The guilt is eating at my core.
Wages Wingstop.
I neglected life outside, chasing deadlines in my mind.
Look at this thing.
Pressure suffocating. I'm drowning in the loop. My own regrets will save every misstep, every moment that I let slip away. Echoes in the silence, haunting me night and day.
I'm crying out through
Got a random payphone just out here.
light, hoping to rewrite the past to make these wrongs feel right. From endless loops,
Looks like he has some spawn points inside of here.
break free.
For ordering systems.
Soul inside me
Menus up there.
sets me free.
I wonder if he plans on putting like the actual kitchen back here too.
That's twisting up my soul. Spending my life behind this
All the seating.
instead of reaching a goal. Apologies to every friend I kept on red, but now I'm stepping forward, done repeating what I've said. Guilt can be a
Looks really good.
it's also a sign. It's calling you to wake up to
The parking lot and everything.
tears lead to healing. Let your heart realign. There's still a chance to mend the days you left behind.
I'm crying out through all this pain, searching for
I could definitely see this being in like
to make these wrongs feel
um
endless loops.
like a roleplay arc.
I'm yearning to break free. A newfound resolve inside me, praying it
I'm gonna
sets
come check this out real quick. He's got some spawn points inside of it, so I might just spawn inside of it. I don't know.
I'm stepping off this hamster wheel, reclaiming every breath.
There's truth in your confession. You're not bound by regret.
I'll forge a better path, let these loops guide me home.
Go rise above the cycle. No
He's got sound effects and everything.
I'm crying out through all this pain, searching for a light, hoping to rewrite the past to make these wrongs feel right. From endless loops of sorrow,
All of these are sittable, which is nice.
a newfound resolve inside me. This time I choose me. I've laid my guilt to rest, to start again at dawn. No more
You could make this like
I'm ready to move on.
fast food simulator. You come back here and take orders, go back in the kitchen and make them and serve people.
Not a slave
Very nicely made.
Pizza crust is ancient, but I'm lost in epic quest. My chores can wait another day. I'm sure they'll pass the test. Hey, I'm chasing pixel glory.
I was hoping I could make a phone call.
Time spent coding is never time defiled. So call me lazy, say I'm stuck in a fantasy phase. I'm building worlds with these lines, never wasted days. The dust on every
What is over here? Why is there... Oh, that's like... Okay, so that's like utility room or something.
shame to hide. My neighbors hear me shouting each time the code compiles.
Very nice.
I'd rather crash
Very nice.
than fold clothes into a pile.
I'm definitely excited to see stuff like this get made. And then somebody put all this together, which I think that's what Luigi's trying to do.
Rebellion brewing in these glitchy frames. I'll stay here till morning, fueled by
I think that's what Luigi's trying to do.
I'm chasing pixels.
Just make like a whole interactive city. This is just kind of the start of it. Hopefully I didn't just blow up his wings.
Be lazy, say I'm stuck in a fantasy phase. I'm building worlds with these lines, never wasted days.
Nah, I've got dungeons to conquer. Off the floor, why bother? I'm a digital rocker.
These chores can sit and wait while I
I'll stop blowing up
source code hide.
the wing shop.
Self-deprecating madness keeps me feeling so alive.
The one problem
I'm chasing pixel glory.
is the wing shop is 30,000 PI
Coding is never time defiled.
on its own.
So call me lazy, say I'm stuck in a fantasy phase. I'm building worlds with these lines, never wasted days, never wasted days,
What are all these?
never wasted days.
What is he doing in here?
Keys, raise a rebel blaze.
Ah, okay. So he's just got some logic in here, so if you get stuck, it unsticks you. If you stand up and it spawns you on top of the table and you're stuck. Yeah, there he is. I knew he was in here somewhere.
Take your time, consider before you commit. Back from the dark abyss, to die is to live. Cold roll back, cost of time spent suffering. Commit
But yeah, I like it. It's looking good. Yeah, I think when Tifa was making some of those areas in Aether Ridge, we had a few spots where you can where you could sit down, and then if you stood up, you'd be in a spot that you couldn't move. So we had to account for some of that there too.
I'm glaring at
Working on optimizing it a bit. We'll also hide messages in the phone booth. Nice. I went and checked it. I ran in there and tried interacting with it. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you do with that. Looks like you've put a lot of work into just making the whole shop. So Yeah, restaurant sim, RP server where, you know, that's someone's job is running the wages wings, right? Make some money. Other people can come rob the place if that's the life choices they choose to make. You're probably the only one refusing to use, but you have teleportation. You have the portals to different areas in Bubble Island. A restaurant sim would be interesting if you just lock the player back here so they can't leave the kitchen. You could have AIs come in the door, come up, or go up to a screen, place an order. Order pops up and like a custom UI thing probably for the player for it to be a little easier. And then they got to come back here in the kitchen and make the food and serve it to the customer. Oh, just for the sitting part. Well, it really only becomes a problem when you make like tightly fitted seating areas like this. You don't have too much control over where you stand up at. If you make enough space around your seating area, then it doesn't matter. You don't have to do the teleporting thing. Oh, Luigi, if you're still here, you could even put my... It doesn't quite match the brick wall. You could even put my little... explosive wall there as part of like a side quest. You know, just imagine this was replacing the side of the wall there. Like if that's where the vault, the main vault for the restaurant's money. And come bust in, steal the money, and run out. These two guys, or these three guys, are stuck up here. I don't think there's much I can do about that. They'll eventually break out, but there we go. But yeah, just bust straight through the wall there, get into where the vault is, steal the money, and then the police get called, and then it's an epic police chase to escape. Well, that wall's published as a stamp. The damageable one and the undamageable one. So here's the same wall. This one's just not damageable. So if you want them, they're published out there. I think it's just called Brick Wall and Brick Wall Damageable. I like it though.
Triumph in the coding, see the fire. Found my way through the darkness, now the morning gleams. Every sleepless night has shaped my day, walking dreams.
Alright. I think we're gonna head off. We didn't really do any building today. We did help Trench with the gate stuff. That's good. We got to explore a few things. Hey, no problem. Thanks for sharing it. I will do my best to be better prepared for Thursday. I need to get back onto Aether Ridge, so when we do, if they start doing Feedback Fridays again, I'll have stuff to share there. So that's what I need to do. I just need to figure out what I want to do as far as managing items. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back Thursday evening. Let me see. Doesn't look like there's anyone else streaming, so no one to raid. But yeah, thanks for coming out. We'll get going on Thursday on some process for Aether Ridge to keep moving forward with that. And I will see you all then. You guys have a good night. Hey, no problem, Luigi. I plan on trying to keep this going as long as I can. So, see you guys on Thursday. Bye.